Evening guys, Monday afternoon here, and I've come to do my nightly inspection in the tent, and in this back corner over here have noticed something that has me a little concerned. Firstly, I was looking at this fig here and noticed some very fine webbing on the leaves, which you can kind of see here, which isn't all too worrying. There's a lot of spiders in this tent that have found their way in here. But then I looked at this other fig. I'm not sure if that's going to show up on the video, but a very fine webbing on the leaf here that's kind of showing up. And I started to wonder what's causing this. And I have a horrible suspicion, after moving over here to this plant and seeing webbing on this plant here as well, that I might have a new grow tent enemy in the form of spider mites. Now, I've never dealt with spider mites before, not having done a lot of indoor growing before this. Spider mites are a big problem for indoor growers. This webbing is very thin. It's not like what you would see typically for a spider webbing, and there are these tiny little white dots showing up as well, and without knowing much about them, I am fairly sure that these are actually spider mites. So aphids aren't enough, you have to deal with these spider mites too. Now, I haven't seen this on any other leaves throughout the plant. It seems localized to this area here. Now, how they got introduced, I'm not sure. I haven't introduced any plants this side of the tent recently that weren't already in here. I haven't imported any new plants or anything like that are showing any signs, so where they came from I'm not certain. Maybe they're not spider mites, maybe it's just a small spider, but these white dots are extremely suspicious. And the fact that this webbing that's appearing on the leaves is so fine and meshed on the leaves just makes me think that this is a new problem that I'm going to have to deal with. So what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to whip out my old white wheel over here, making sure it's not the pyrethrum. I reached for the pyrethrum the other day to handle some aphids on this plant here, and it just nukes the plant. It just totally devastates and burns the leaves. I'm not sure why that is so. Aphids continue to be a problem, but I don't need aphids and spider mites. Let's just have one nasty bug, not two nasty bugs. So I'm going to spray the heck out of all of these plants that I see here with that white oil, and in the meantime I'm going to jump on and I'm going to start doing a bit of research about spider mites and seeing how I might identify them. I've tried to have a look to see if I can see any individual mites. I can't see anything moving. I can't see any little bugs like you can aphids. I can just see this powdery white sort of, I don't know, stuff, dust on the leaves of this plant here. This is the jackfruit, and I don't know, it just can't see any bugs on the underside, but I'm fairly sure that if I just let it keep going, that it will become out of control and there'll be spider mites throughout this tent, just as there are aphids. If anyone out there doesn't think this is spider mites and has some sort of other diagnosis for me, or who has had spider mites, or aphids for that matter, and has solved this problem, do let me know. Let me know what you did to fix this problem, because I hate aphids, and I definitely don't want to add spider mites for mix. Alright guys, happy Monday, and I'll see you in the next one.